Hello everybody, Nerdy Painter here, and today I have a very exciting video for you. I am starting a cross stitch conversion, and I have decided to use Yume by Margaret Morales, and I got this from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I thought that I would go ahead and do a little series of how a cross stitch conversion works, what I'm doing, so that if any of you would like to start one but aren't exactly sure where to start or how to figure out canvas size and stuff like that, I figured we could kind of walk through my process together, and hopefully it will be helpful to some of you. So obviously the first thing you need to do is pick your cross stitch. So like I said, I chose Yume by Margaret Morales. I just think this is an absolutely stunning image. This is kind of the blown up version that I had my husband print for me. So I don't know which one looks better for you guys, but I think it's absolutely stunning. I think the first thing you have to do is really decide what image you want to pick, because this is, I figured out, much more expensive than just buying a diamond painting that is already done for you. So originally I had picked one by Hannah Lynn that had a horse in it because he looked similar to my horse, but I realized that one is already a diamond painting, and when I was pricing it out, it was going to be close to like $300, and I just couldn't justify spending $300 when I can buy it, you know, for $50. So you just want to make sure that you're picking an image that matters to you, that's important, that you won't mind spending extra money on, because this is definitely a more expensive project than just buying the diamond painting. So I did not see Yume by Margaret Morales done by anybody, so I thought that it would be a good one to pick for a cross stitch conversion. I'm sure as soon as I order it, it's probably going to come out on Diamond Art Club, and I'll probably buy that one too. But until then, I'm going to go ahead, and this is what I decided to work on. Now, they had two versions of this, their normal version or large version, but that was like 177 by like 140 centimeters or something. And then they also had a mini version. So I chose the mini, which is still, it's really just a regular size painting versus the other one was really large. And so the first thing you need to do is you have to buy the pattern from Heaven and Earth Designs, or anywhere that you choose, you know, the cross stitch pattern from. I chose Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm not going to show you guys the pattern, obviously, because I'm sure I'm not supposed to do that, but some of these pages, they just let you print them directly from their website. Like, you don't have to buy anything. So those ones I feel like I can show you guys because they're readily available. But so the first thing you have to do once you pick your image is you need to figure out, well, what size canvas do I need? This took me a second because it was like I was getting different information from different places. But basically, to make it easy, this painting or this cross stitch is 325 height by, it's 245 wide by 325 height. Okay, that's what the cross stitch is. It's 90 colors. So that will stay the same unless you personally want to change something. Okay. Now, how you figure out in inches what you're going to need is you're going to take the 245 and you just divide it by 10. So my 245 is going to become 24.5 inches by 325, or you divide it by 10, and 32.5. So the blank canvas I need, it needs to be 24.5 by 32.5 in inches. Okay. Now you can figure out the centimeters if you want. It's like 62 by 82-ish. But from what I've seen, the companies that you would be ordering it from just want it in inches. So it's 24.5 inches by 32.5 inches. Now I know what size I need to order, and I can go search for whoever I want to order it from. Okay, so that is kind of like step one. After you pick your image, what size canvas do I need? The next thing you need to do is you're going to have to order your drills. Now again, This is all free to you on Heaven and Earth, so you can literally go look at this now. And then it basically just, it shows you the colors and it shows you how many strands of cross stitch yarn you'd need, but we obviously don't need that, okay? So, but it shows you all of the colors. What we need is not this. This is what we need. And again, this is free. So, or you can just literally go on their website and they have this for every single, I think they have like 400 paintings, not paintings, sorry, 400 cross stitches available on their website, and they will give you the floss, what you're gonna need for each one of those paintings, okay? So the next step that we do, once we have our canvas size, you can, well, okay, so the next thing you do is you look and you see this is 150 and it's telling you you have 377 full stitches. This all just equates to drills. So I need 377 drills of 150, okay? Now, to kind of figure out a rough estimate of how much this is gonna cost you, you can basically take your, length times your width, okay, in centimeters, which for me was 62.2 by 82.5, and I can times that by 16, and that will give me the drill count of this painting. So the drill count on this painting is 82,104, roughly. Okay, this is all just roughly, just to give you an idea. Now, I looked at a couple of different sites to buy drills from. I looked at diamondpainting.com. I looked at diamonddrillsusa.com, I believe it is, but they both have acrylic drills. I would prefer to use resin. Diamond Art Club uses resin. Jaded Gem Shop uses resin. A lot of the, I believe Dreamer Designs uses resin. So resin is what I want to use. So through my search, I found Jaded Gem Shop does use resin drills. And so I went ahead and emailed her just asking her if she could do a blank canvas also, so that I don't have to go to a different company. And she does. She will do the blank canvas as well as the drills. And she actually, it's very easy with her because she will just say, send you this page, send her this page, or send her the link, and she will just send you a quote of what it's going to be. So I'm currently waiting on that quote. Probably by the time you guys see this video, I will have already gotten that and hopefully already ordered this. But we'll see. We'll see. But so I'm going to probably be ordering my canvas and my drills from Jaded Gem Shop. But if you wanted to use one of those other companies, you can. You just need to look at these numbers, and these will be the same numbers and drills. So this 225, I need 3,080 drills in that color, okay? And you would just go through and you would just order your 90 colors based off of how many you need of each color, okay? So that is fairly easy. You're literally just converting stitch to drill. And so then after you do that, you could be done. I want to bling this painting out. Of course, you know, I have to. So so let me show you kind of, I'm just going to show you one. Okay. This is what this is going to look like. And you're going to have a lot, and you're going to put them next to each other to make this huge image. Like this one, I believe was 20 pages. Okay. So I had to lay this out on my dining room table and look at the full image. And then I looked here and kind of said, where would I want my specials to be? And my husband actually came over and was helping me. He's actually an amazing he draws really well, and he's just good at shading and stuff. And so he came over and we were kind of discussing it. And honestly, it took us like an hour and a half because I was really trying to find these dots on her robe to bling out, and we could not find those. Like it's so confetti heavy because this hasn't been hand rendered or hand touched at all, that it was like impossible to find some of this stuff. But what we ended up doing is I'm going to bling out his ear, this design in his ear, the red in his eye, which is also in the flowers. I'm going to get a crystal for these like bubbles in her hair, and I'm doing kind of a fairy dust for the white in her hair. And then I'm blinging out some of the butterfly color. Of course, the lantern has like an AB and like I think 2 fairy dusts that I picked for it. And then once I start doing the painting and I can figure out what these dot colors are, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to probably do either a crystal, or DP with Sparklers has a really cool AB crystal mix that I might try to do there. So that's kind of the next step, is pick your specials. Now, Jade doesn't have a whole lot of special options. So I am going to get, like I said, my canvas and my drills from Jade, and then I'm going to get my specials from DP with Sparklers. Okay. And then, so that's kind of where I'm at. I have picked my image. I have figured out the size canvas I need, which again is just dividing the width and the height times 10. Okay. So that's all you have to do. It's not as difficult as you think when you kind of start looking at it. So I'm ready to order my canvas. I know my drills. I showed you guys, it's just a 1-for-1. So it's pretty simple. It's just one for one. Okay. And then you're ready to do your drills. If you don't want specials, that's it. That's all you do. Then you just order it, and then you'll print your sheet that looks like this, and then you just follow it just like you would a diamond painting, you know, and you can just, I know they have like pattern keepers and things like that. I personally like to just have paper and highlight. That's just how I like to do it. But there are online where you can plug this in, and that makes it more like digital if you're into digital. Like I said, I just like pen and paper. So I printed mine out. But if that's all you want to do and you don't want to do specials, then you're ready to go. You just need to order it. Like I said, am doing my ABs and crystals and fairy dust. So I think I have picked all of those. So I will also be ordering that. And then what I'll do is, second video is going to be me coming back once I have my drills, once I have my canvas, and we will look at it all together. And then I will really be able to show you what I ended up doing for my enhancements for this one. So I would love to hear your comments below. Do you guys do, or have you done a cross stitch conversion? Would you be interested in following me on this journey? And like I said, the next video will be me getting the canvas, getting the drills, and then we'll kind of follow along as I start completing this, because this is going to be a longer project for me. I'm really going to take my time on it and just enjoy it. So it's not going to be one that I finish in a week or a month. But if you're interested in more videos about this conversion, please give the video a like, comment down below. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe before you head out, and I will see you guys in my next video.